Hey Shirley, this is Tyson Galovich, and in this video I'm going to show you guys 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business, especially that trucking business you guys have going. You're probably asking yourself, why am I doing this? What's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I can read minds, and a lot of time most local business owners are often too busy, like we talked earlier, to really know how the internet can really benefit them and their companies. And sometimes really the only hesitation is knowing who an expert is and who isn't when it comes to hiring someone. So I found that giving local business owners a free plan of attack, usually different things they can do to impact their business for free, has resulted in some of these local business owners coming back and saying, hey, we like what you're doing. Can you go ahead and take care of this for me, Tyson? So if by the end of the video you like what you've heard and you can see that our techniques are going to help your trucking business going forward, go ahead and shoot me a message back and we can chat about what we need to do. Or if you guys want to just take these techniques and tips and tricks, and give it a shot on your own, that works for me. So let me show you right away the 3 things that you guys can do to set your company above your competition in trucking. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing is content, and I think we've already kind of talked about it. You guys are already looking at us and had us talking to us about what we could do for a website for you. And right here, as you can see, I've got pulled up the Itty Bitty machine equipment. This is your other guys' company. This is a great website you guys got here. We really like it. We can make something similar to this website and get different content on here and make sure we do some updates for you. I know that's another option for pricing and things. We can talk that a little bit later, but mostly what I want to talk about is the content that is on your page. We want it anywhere from about 1,500 to 2,000 words. So when we do make your guys' website, it's really optimized with Google. And when Google is seeing this, it can really see that your website is a safe and secure website to be used and be able to rank up. So I want to show you the reason why for that is we got your other competition that kind of the top 3 companies here locally is LW Miller's. The other one is Sharp's Transportation, and the other place is Miller's Transportation. So, and with each one of these, we can see. So with this free tool I use, it's called SEO Quakes. We can see they've got about 500 words on their homepage. They've got about 300 on. This is for Sharps, and this is for Miller Express, and they've got about 325. So something we definitely can make sure we get incorporated on your page, so it makes you guys really easy to optimize with Google. And not only when it optimizes with Google, a little bit more word density on there allows you to have more keywords, and keywords are super critical. Because keywords are what people are finding you for. So right as we start off, when we make this website for you, we want to make sure that you guys are being found for trucking and trucking services or trucking transportation. So when people are typing these answers in, we can see if we go over here to LW's, and on their webpage, these are some of the keywords that are being found for some of their things people are looking up: trucking and companies, LW, transportation diesel. These are things people are Googling Logan Transportation Diesel, and they're popping up on their content on their homepage. And we want to make sure that as we make your website, that these words are going to be found. And so as it's easy to optimize with Google, so people are finding keywords and things, or people are finding what they're searching for. So with that, we kind of leads you into, so if, for example, if you guys are wanting to be found for trucking in Logan, Utah, or even maybe trucking in Cache Valley, we could even do that if we want here. We could do Cache Valley, Utah. Maybe that's something you guys really want to focus is just on the whole valley. We can see that different trucking companies pop up according to their key research that we got there. Keyword research. Sorry about that. And so it kind of leads me to the next kind of section, because that you're being found for these. As we type in trucking in Cache Valley, we can see the first things are ads, and those are super beneficial if they're done correctly and efficiently. A lot of times some people do these and they're not done correctly, and they can kind of be a little bit of a money pit. So we can talk about those later, how those are done correctly. But if we scroll down to the next thing, I think that most people use, in my opinion, I use this all the time, is this what they call a map pack. And this is directly related to the second thing I really want to talk about, which is citations. And citations, all they are is a Google, your name of your business, address, and phone number. And with those 3 things, that creates a citation. And a citation is basically what is used right here. So you can see there's a name, address, or if you click on it, you get an address and you have a phone number in there. And that's generally what people are using to click on those. I know I use it quite a bit. So as we make your website, we want to make sure we also go get some citations. This is a little bit different thing, but we want to make sure you guys are coming up on the map pack. As we click there, we want to make sure you're in the top 3 spots, or even maybe a little bit, maybe top 5, but top 3 spots would be great. That way we can get you guys a lot of business coming in. And the way we do that is through citations, and then the way how that we can find some of these citations that your competition have is we use a program called whitesparks.ca. It's a paid program that we pay for that we can use to help find those citations of those people. And we can see the trucking here in Logan and the Logan surrounding area. We can see that LW is got about 55 citations. Sharp Transportation's got about 42, and they've got some other ones. Stokes, they got Ellison Ranch Trucking. So a lot of these companies that are locally, they've got about 50 citations, which we can definitely go out and beat those citations. And what we do is we submit those citations through places like Yellow Book and White Pages or Yex, City Star, Facebook, YouTube, and so many of these places that we can actually look at these sources of. These are just some of them. Yelp, all these places that we can go out and put these name, addresses, and phone numbers in, these citations in, and submit them, so your business would come up to the top and that we would more likely rank in the top of the map pack here. And that's where we want you to be at. So if we jump back here, so after the citations here, if we scroll down next, then you're going to notice, I'm going to jump back one page here real quick. We can notice the next thing down here is the organic search area. And I know you hear a lot of people about how you get in the top of the first page and the top ranking spots of these areas. And we want to make sure that you're up here. And we can see that a lot of these, the trucking companies that are kind of the main guys here, LW's is up here. And we kind of see there's a couple other ones that are kind of here, but they're more like job hostings and listings like that. And we want to make sure as we get your website done, we want to make sure we can push you up the list as fast as we can so that you guys get more business. And the way we do that is the third thing I want to talk about, which is backlinks. And backlinks is basically the best way to describe what it is. So let's put, if we have a site A is pointing to site B, therefore site A is acting like a backlink, or I like to call it, or a link juice to site B, which gives it more authority in Google's eyes. So the best way to explain it is it's a popularity contest with your website. So the more people you know, for example, the more likely people are going to know who you are. And that's the idea of what your website is. And so the more backlinks or link juice we can get out there, the more likely you're going to rank up higher in here. And the other half of that too as well, it's not only just that, but part of your backlinks also how relevant those sites are that are backing you up. For example, we'd want like a trucksupply.com linking towards you, because it's going to be way more efficient than like Pizza Hut, because you guys don't deliver pizzas, right? You guys are a trucking company. So we want to make sure we get those backlinks pointing back to you. And we can see some of your competition right now. You can go through this SEO Quick, this free tool. It shows here in the internal and external links that you can see there. But we use a paid program that does kind of more of a deep scrubbing of the companies in your competition. And we can see actually with your other company, you guys, the itty bitty equipment, you guys are doing pretty well there with your backlinks, and that's good to see that. And we can see that, for example, your other trucking companies that are around here, they've got about 240 for the Sharp Trucking, and here as well LW's, they've got about 800. So we want to make sure we get as many of those backlinks as we can, so we can push you guys up that list of the organic search and get you guys up here. And that's something we'd kind of do after we get your website up and going, but we definitely want to make sure we can do that so you guys can bring in more business to your company. So just to kind of wrap things up, the first thing we talked about was content, and that was basically creating you guys a website, something that's going to be relevant to kind of a nice modern design that we have here, kind of similar to some of your competition, but making sure you guys have about 1,500 words to 2,000 words to really be able to put those keywords inside that content. And we would make sure we take care of that. So we're able to, the second thing that we're going to talk about, that you're able to be found for those keywords that are going to be popped up. That would bring you more likely to pop up on the map pack here. And when that's directly related for the citations that you have, and right now we got your competition's at 55, we'd want to beat them by almost 200 to 300 of these, and we can definitely do that. It's not hard at all. We take care of that for you once we get your website up and going. And the third thing is that link juice, or the backlinks that we got coming, that would take care of you, so you guys can pop up in the organic search area down here in the bottom. And we want to make sure we get more relevant sites pointing to you guys, so it shows Google that you guys have more authority than your competition, and we can definitely do that. So I know you're probably wondering, now what do we got to do from here? You either guys can take this information I've given you about what you got to do next with this, creating a new website, what we got to do for it, and you can just do it on your own if you'd like, and I'm totally fine with that. Or if you guys want the most efficient way and save your guys some time, I know you guys are super duper busy right now, just give me a call on my cell phone, which is 801-885-3422, and we can definitely get that taken care of for you guys. Once again, my name is Tyson Galovich. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys, and you guys have a great day.